Okay, we are live. Hello, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Um, Great. I got me a splash of kefefe right here. Having my first sip right now. It's tasting good. Just had a just responded to a correspondence from my solar guy. He's talking about expanding my battery backup and my inverters. So I asked him, what's the advantage of doing that? Because I know I don't need it. I've got plenty of power. But in the event that the grid collapses, and I have a lot of neighbors that do not have solar, and I love my neighbors. I mean, they're good to have. It's good to have a community of people. I could supply them with power if the grid goes down. And they could pay me back by giving me eggs and food and, cutting down a tree for me or something like that. Hey, Dakota. So I'm just trying to figure out if I should double my battery and inverter capacity or not, because right now my battery storage, I'm sure, is plenty for me, and it's probably overkill. I don't use a lot of power at night when I go to sleep, so that's when the battery is really going to be employed. So I'm just kind of weighing my options, and like I said, I sent him an email, and I look forward to hearing back from him. I asked him what the advantages would be, and if it's something I should do. It's really not that expensive, considering how much the entire system, what I paid for it already. Just adding 2 more inverters and a battery is just a very small amount. So I'm thinking, what else could I do with that money? Build a warehouse here on the property, which is something I'd like to do. I'd like to build a few other things here, and I could use that money to do, building and things like that. But I've got plenty of money. I can do that, and I've got more money to do the other stuff too. I just don't want to throw money at something that's not required or is never going to be needed, So I just kind of have to weigh my options and make a decision. It's a lot of money to just throw out there, and if I don't ever need it, and if I don't ever have to supply power to my neighbors, or I'm not going to have like something here on my property that's going to be using a lot of power day and night, which is possible too. I mean, I might set up some kind of an industrial facility here. I've got the power for it, that's for sure. I could have some kind of a concentration, type facility here or whatever, Oh, thank you. These are available at fucker.info, fucr.info. Use checkout code TrendyAsDabbers for $4.20 off your order. Hey, Metanoia. All right, Mary Ann. Thanks for the hearts. Double lol should already be. If you build it, you will use it. Not necessarily. That's the problem, Randy. If I build it, I'll have all this extra power, and it might just be going to waste. And it'd be, it's a lot of money if it's not going to go to use. That's my thing. Is it going to get used or not? Am I eventually going to power my neighbors? And if so, is that going to allow me to do that? I don't know. If not, why would I need it? I mean, if it's not going to be enough. Hey, Karsten, Todd, Patrick. You're watching an earlier show? Jay, good. You guys keep yourselves occupied during these trying times, I hope. Debbie, Teresa, Randy, Matt. I want to say hi. I missed Matt before. Teresa, good. Steve, Jay, Anthony, Karsten, Dakota, Goodwin's all. Kevin, Randy, Zach, Jose, Robert, Marianne, Metanoia, Tiffany, Randy, Todd, Jay, Patrick. All right, good. I wanted to catch up and say hello to all of you. you will run out of battery. No. I still get solar power in the clouds. It's something people don't realize. As long as there's sunlight, it doesn't matter if there's clouds blocking it. Your solar panels are still kicking ass. So, yeah, they don't take up as much energy, but they'll power you. And I've got a backup generator for those times as well. Nick's like, nope. Picasso. Hey, Matt. Lynn. He has tons of free life. Yes, you do. You are right. Just not above 56%. Huh? Oh, yeah. Not above 56%. Yeah, I got 96 panels. So 56% of 96 panels is plenty for me. How is the squash? It's doing good. Let me keep reading. Any light provides to the panels, David. If it's over more than needed, it should feed the grid and building under. Morning. Always good to have a little extra power, Ryan. Hey, Liquid Amber. Hello. Okay, cool. We're all caught up again. All right. Let's get high. Are you ready? I use one for my boat battery. Doesn't need to be direct sun to charge. Right. And like I said, I've got 96 panels, so half of that, if all I'm getting is 50% of the power, I still got enough to power my entire house all day and charge my batteries. That's why I have 96 solar panels. I used to use a small panel for my motorcycle aid and the starter went out. Yeah, if I only had 32 panels, clouds would be a problem. That's why I tripled the system. Have enough power for yourself and your closest neighbors, right? That's the most badass solar setup. Do you know that my solar guys, the guys that are doing the install, said, this is the biggest system we've ever installed. Yours. And I was like, really? That's so fucking cool. They're like, yeah, we're kind of like, you know, we were hoping we didn't bite off more than we could chew. I'm like, you guys knew what you were doing. You guys got this. All right, so I'm on that orange bud. Hey, Diana. David C. Baker Jr. Let's talk about this shit. How much the solars cost. Expensive. More than most of you could afford, sadly. It's a very expensive proposition. You know, you'd cost you less money to just pay your power bill for the rest of your lives. But most of you don't run a power bill like me. So for me, it's more of, you know, eventually it will pay for itself. But for me, it's more of a fuck you to the power company. That's what it is for me. And I've got what they call fuck you money. Right? So I got the kind of money where I can buy something that I don't need just so I can tell someone to go fuck themselves. In this case, I'm doing it to PG&E. Yeah, I could afford it. I could have a generator and I could just use grid power, and when it goes out, I'd be all right and blah, 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 blah. Until the grid finally collapses for good, which, as we can all see with this Wuhan virus, is very possible. And you can actually see it now that you're living in a slight version, you know, a much lesser version of what would happen if the grid did really collapse. A lot of you are just getting your first taste of this. Not me. I've been through this shit. I've been evacuated 3 times from this house, and it fucking sucks. But now you guys are starting to realize what this is really about, and that it's a real thing, that it's not bullshit. And for all the people that heard me talking my doomsday scenarios and talking about Guy McPherson, talking about off-grid life, growing your own vegetables and medicine, and being able to support and sustain yourselves, that left because you thought I was crazy, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you fucking idiots finally start coming back to my show. And, you know, go fuck yourself. I was right all along. Fuck you. I told you so. You don't deserve my fucking education. You should have fucking believed me right from the start. But, nah, you know, you come crawling back on your hands and knees and learn something about how to fucking sustain your life. That's fine. You used to write contracts with PG&E? Ugh. Ugh. Dirty. Dirty. Fight PG&E murders. They are a behemoth that needs their head cut off, as Lynn. Right. Well, you know what? We could just stop doing business with them, Lynn. That's all. I'm just going to stop giving them my money. And they can suck my dick, like I like to say. All right, so. Do you have enough solar panels now to live fully off the grid? Yeah. Well, Amy, I had enough solar panels to live fully off the grid when I had 32, but it was my choice to use more power than that. You know, if I wanted to live off grid on 32 panels, I could do it. I'd have enough for my well, you know, and really that's all I need, something to power my well. And I don't really need any other power, right? You see what I'm saying? But yeah, 32 would have been enough if I had cut back my power consumption. I don't know how popular it is. I mean, when you look around all the homes here where I live, I'm the only one that's got it. So I don't know how popular you'd say it is. All right, I'll smoke to that too, Lynn. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is autism for all. 420, everybody cheers. So he says he's coming this week to connect the battery. And if I want another battery and 2 more inverters, I can do it. He'll buy them and install them too. So it's just, I'm going to wait to get his email back. And then we'll figure out if I'm going to spend the money or not. Because, you know, I got the cash laying around. This is the thing. I want to try to spend as much of my cash as I can so I don't have it sitting in a fucking bank. Don't tell me what to do, Brian. If you got something to say, fucking say it. I'm reading what other people are saying right now. I hate when fucking people come on here and start bossing me and shit. You know, fucking tell me what to do. Debbie smokes on. I wonder where Rob Mulligan is. I wore this shirt hoping he'd show up. For your information. Kepper! What's up, son? How's it going, buddy? Bill, you like that? Sorry. I'm bossy. So sorry, Belle. Are you bossy? Are you bozy? Don't put cash in bank. Buy gold. Yeah, it's a good opinion. Gold is smart, you know, but you can't buy a dozen eggs with gold, you know. Asking as they call you daddy, they should be able to have a night. Yeah, I saw what you said. It wasn't funny. That's why I didn't read it out loud. It doesn't even make sense. I don't get your joke. No apology. I'm not going to apologize because I don't understand. It was a bad joke. If anything here, you owe me an apology for writing a bad joke. God, I love that dog so much. I know that it's difficult decision for extra storage. I decided on more storage just in case that winter weather deprives me of the sun for a week or two. More. Yeah, that's good advice there. That's what I need, Leslie. Felon. Felon? What a name! Felon? Are you a misdemeanor or are you a felon? What have... I bet you've heard that a million times. You have what you can buy eggs with, cannabis. Did you see they trying to connect coronavirus to pink eye that comes from shit? He said that yesterday. Hey, Nahaz, you just smoking with you, Sean Michael. You guys, when you say dumb shit, I don't always read it out loud, okay? Just so you know, I am reading it. But if you say stupid shit, I'm not going to necessarily read it out loud. I'm not your fucking puppet, all right? Yeah, felon. First bowl of the day. A lady doesn't tell. If you... I'm going to go with felon. I'm going to go with felon. She's a felon. Oh, boy. Don't commit a felony, let me tell you. Adjudication's a bitch. I question Trump's quack doctor. I think the doctor's actually okay, Kepper. You know, the thing I don't like about the doctor? That fucking smile that's on his face while he's talking about people dying and a virus that's wiping people off the face of the earth, and he's got this weird fucking grin on his face the whole time. You know? It's like his dick is hard and he can't hide it from anybody. It is fucking crazy, that smile on his face. Am I right? Am I right, people? Oh, scraping the bowl. Sorry, Brian. Good afternoon, Carrie. Ben. Good, Ben. Do that. Oh, on house arrest. Brian. Runs a grow. Amy. I just had another green bean this morning from a pole bean from my grow this morning. For breakfast, I had a single pole bean. Ate it. So good. And there's more in there. I didn't get around to looking for them, you know. I'd like to have a pole bean in there every morning. That would be cool. Haitian's mentality, and he is drunk with power. Leslie Felon. Yeah, you know what he loves about it? Is the fact that he could basically do anything at this point, and he's still going to win the presidency. You know, we really screwed up when we didn't select Bernie Sanders over Joe Biden. We made a big mistake. Donald Trump would be on his best behavior right now if Bernie Sanders was the nominee. He'd be petrified. But, you know, people don't really want Donald Trump to lose. Really, they don't. Democrats don't really want him to lose. Because if they did, they would have supported the only person who could have beaten him, which was Bernie Sanders. They didn't. So it's obvious that the Democrats are Trump supporters too. They don't want to say it. They don't want to come out and say it. But they picked someone who can't win. And everybody knows he can't win. Joe Biden is going to get the shit beat out of him. Everybody knows he's a flawed candidate. He's not going to make it. Donald Trump's going to eviscerate him in a debate, in ads, and in an election. Because all of Donald Trump's laundry has already been aired, and the public's just fine with it. Joe Biden has a hell of a mountain to climb, and he's in no condition to be making even a fucking walkout to get the goddamn morning newspaper, let alone scaling a fucking mountain known as Donald Trump. Mark my words, we got 4 more years coming, guys. 4 more years of this fucking ass clown. My apologies to Malou. He doesn't mind when I use that term, though, I'm pretty sure. It is a detriment. It is a slight to all clowns when I call Trump an ass clown, and I'm sorry. I apologize to all my clown friends out there. You know, I can't think of too many other words that describe Donald Trump for me. And, you know, I'm going to have more money than God. I'm going to have triple fuck you money after another 4 years of Donald Trump. But people are going to be so poor and destitute. People are going to be so beat up. And it's going to fucking break my heart to have to sit and watch everybody suffering around the world. You know, it's going to fucking suck. And I can see it. It's already happening to my friends. I already see people are fucking miserable. You know? If you don't have a skill, you're fucked. You know, and a lot of you kids, you don't have fucking skills. And you know who I'm talking about when I call you guys kids. You know who the fuck you are. You've been spending your whole lives sitting at home playing goddamn video games. Getting by. Hustling when you need cash. That's not a fucking skill. A lot of you are fucked. There's not going to be a civil war because these kids don't even know how to fire a fucking gun. They don't know how to fight. They don't know how to stand up for themselves. They don't know how to speak up for themselves, let alone fucking fight physically, get in it and get bloody and get beaten down. They're not willing to do that. We got 4 more years of Trump. Period. You heard it here first. Guaranteed. It's already a done deal. I see it. You know, usually I don't fucking see into the future. This one I see. Donald Trump riding a wave of Wuhan virus being wiped out. You know, the Wuhan virus is going to go away, and he's going to get to take credit for it. He was your leader when it went away, and boom, he's the next fucking president. It's not necessarily because of the Wuhan, but it's going to help. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism, tism for all. Cheers, everybody. Let me know if you disagree with me. So today is U.S. Census Day. Go to 2020census.gov to fill out your census. There's your public service announcement for the day. Don't say I don't do good shit for you people. You can do this. You can go fill out the census. You don't have to have somebody come to your door. You can do it on the internet. If you're watching this show, you can fill out the census. The more you know. Brought to you by Trendy Ad Sampers. Brian, your father wasn't even worth spelling out the words rest in peace? Come on, Brian, you can do better than that. Don't be an indoctrinate. All right? Don't be an indoctrinate. You've seen people write RIP on the internet, so now you think it's okay. For your father, you're going to say RIP? Your father's not worth spelling out a few letters? Come on. Come on, Brian, you can do it. Rest in peace, you can do it. For your father, bro. It's for your father. Hey, man, if you're going to say RIP Cody, hey, I understand. You don't really give a fuck. You never did give a fuck about that man. If you're going to say RIP Cody or whoever the fuck, you don't give a fuck. I understand. This is your father we're talking about. You know, he's worth spelling out the words. Don't be lazy when it comes to memorializing your own father. Jesus, what an indoctrinate, you know? Don't be that. What Lynn Marie just said is right now there is no politics. You are correct. Lynn Marie, Right now, there is no politics. You are correct. They don't matter. We shouldn't be spending too much time talking about politics because what's going to happen is going to happen. We have very little control over it. And pretty soon this grid's going to collapse completely anyway. Not necessarily this time, but soon. We can't go on like this. Guns apart. Could this be a man-made virus? Carrie. No, it's not, Carrie. Stop going down fucking rabbit holes. If you'd educate yourself, Carrie, if you'd watch the news, Carrie, if you'd listen to Kyle Klinsky and David Pakman on YouTube like I fucking tell you to, over and over and over again, Carrie Ann, you wouldn't be asking that stupid fucking question. Okay, Carrie Ann? Now go watch the people that I tell you to watch. Watch Jimmy Dore. Watch Joe Rogan. Okay? Stop being dumb. Educate yourself. No, it's not a man-made virus. Don't you watch my show, Carrie? Jesus fuck. That is the main panic. People can't do simplest things, nor can they comprehend history, how it repeats, like everyone right now fighting to go pray in church. Let them go. My mom says natural selection, and I tend to agree with her. Karsten says he agrees. James, because if millions came together and took the fucking White House down brick by brick, they couldn't stop us. But yeah, so let's say we take the White House down. What? So then what? Then what, James? Don't bother answering it. I'm just going to respond with this, right? Number one, it's not going to happen. And number two, what would we do? If we destroyed the federal government, what would we do? You know? Fuck the federal government, ignore them, and just go off grid like me. Stop relying on them, and they will eventually go away. When we all go off grid, the government will disappear. We can all take care of each other. We don't need the federal government. They were all worried about voting machines, and now we're not going to be able to get anywhere near a voting machine for a long time. Yeah, I don't understand. I've been talking about this for years, Lynn. I really like the things you bring up. Lynn Marie, I wish you'd come to my show more often and talk. This is great. Why don't we just have mail-in voting? I always mail in my votes. Why don't we all do that? Why are people so stupid that they all have to go pull a fucking lever or press a button or touch a screen? Why are people so fucking stupid about that shit? I'm like, why would you leave? Why would you get in your car? Why would you spend gas and money when you could just fill out an envelope and drop it in your mailbox? This is the mentality of humanity, though. You would rather get in your car, drive somewhere, risk getting into a car accident and dying so you can go pull a fucking lever? You know? People are fucking stupid. Viva Drag Nipayon Kanka. I don't know what that means. All right. Carrie Petrosky, you can't go to church now. Preacher down south is in jail for it. Good. They should be in jail for it anyway because they're lying to their congregations. Replying to Lynn Marie Internet. David C. Baker Jr., that is the sad truth. Trump lies uncontrollably. People see he's downplaying the virus, killing people by neglect of care. He lies and people believe him. I can't believe the ignorance of sheep. Hashtag you rock. Thank you, David C. Baker Jr. Kepper. When I think of RIP, I think Kobe Bryant. Tony, there's not enough people who are willing to die for what they believe to start a civil war and change the current state of things. I agree with you, Tony, and that's exactly what I said. Kepper, there is just garbage at top. Lynn, people, okay, replying to Brian Munoz, he had to instill character into you. Erica, good evening, Nick. No, he's not. It's not that he doesn't have character, Lynn. It's not that he doesn't have character. I'm sure he's got plenty. He's indoctrinated. He is an indoctrinate, like many of us are. We say rip whatever because we think it's okay to abbreviate that. Well, I say it's not okay. You're talking about somebody who died. You know, you're literally writing out the sound of my ass cheeks when they vibrate when I fart. Rip. Really? You know, and I know it's not a slight against just one person. It's anybody who does that. Rip. It's fucking stupid and it's lazy and you can rise above it. Just one little thing you could change in your life. One little tiny thing you could change in your life. You know, that would make a huge difference. You know, it makes a huge difference. Okay, let me keep going here. Show your father some respect. It's funny. All right. Dave C. This pandemic is proof how unstable American society is. Brian, rest in peace. Missed the fuck out of him. And what was the word you used? Indoctrinate. Indoctrinate. I don't even know if that is a word. But it's, I may have made that up, but let me look it up really fast. Indoctrinate. To accept a set of indoctrinate. No. No. Indoctrinate. I don't think. Okay. I don't think the word exists. So, I may have invented a word, and I invent words all the time. You know, so that's fine. So what I say is someone who's been indoctrinated, I call them an indoctrinate. I've been indoctrinated. You've been indoctrinated. Anybody that's living in society that's living along with the ways of society has basically been indoctrinated. You know, saying the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, you know, that's being indoctrinated. Every time you recite that thing, that's a form of indoctrinating people. Getting you to read something over and over again so that you will follow along, that's indoctrinating. Getting people to believe in your beliefs, that's indoctrinating. Writing out RIP because you've seen it all over the internet, so you think it's okay, I feel that I might not be the smartest guy on the planet, and I might not be a fucking genius, because I'm not. But I think that my IQ is high enough that when I see something like that, and just because, my mom always taught me, just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean that you should do it. And my mom is a smart woman, and she's right. And just because I see a bunch of people writing RIP, and I think RIP, that's the same sound that we make that when we're talking about farting. You know, I mean, that's just me doing common sense bullshit in my brain and then explaining to you my opinion. That's all it is. That's how I feel about it. But I choose to rise above that bullshit. And I'm still indoctrinated in many things. I'm still eating, you know, high fructose corn syrup and hydrogenated oils and palm oils, and I'm consuming things that are wrapped in plastics, and I am living on the grid still and doing, you know, all the shit that is, you know, putting carbon in the atmosphere. I'm contributing just as much, if not way more, than a lot of people are. You know, I'm very hypocritical. But I am always working towards not being that person. Always. It's conscious effort, you know, and I'm always trying to improve and, you know, not buy the next thing that's wrapped in plastic, you know. Instead, get a loaf of bread that comes in a paper bag, you know, just something stupid like that. But all these little things that I do, like saying rest in peace when I'm trying to honor somebody, there are little things that I do where I look at society and I look at the things that people believe because everyone else believes them, and I separate myself from it and I walk away from it. I turn my back on it. I fucking spit on it. And you can either choose to do it and follow me or not, but I just sometimes might call you out on my show for it. Indoctrinate. I think I made that word up. One thing goes wrong and the grid nearly collapses, Dave C. This virus has been seen before, just not in humans. James Simon, that's true. Kepper, hail Satan, says Kepper. Listen here, Mom, don't be scolding me, Carrie Ann Petruski. I would like to see Bernie Cuomo, 2020 Cuomo. There are millions, David C. Baker Jr. There are millions of conspiracies, don't even start. Lynn Marie, yes. If don't ask questions, you don't learn, Carrie. Yeah, but Carrie, if you don't watch the news, and if you don't educate yourself, you don't learn either, Carrie. So please, you have access I'm telling you, watch Kyle Kalinske, Secular Talk, on YouTube. Watch David Pakman, The David Pakman Show, on YouTube. Watch The Jimmy Dore Show on YouTube. Watch Joe Rogan, The Joe Rogan Experience, on YouTube. Okay, Carrie? Start watching those shows. Okay? Watch Lee Camp from Russian TV, RT, on YouTube. Educate yourself. Okay? You know, watch John Iadarola on YouTube. You know? You would know these things if you watched these shows. That's the fucking problem, is because everyone's sucking on Jones Balls for a little. Brian, Carrie, you can't. Oh my god. Excuse me, guys. Won't be able to suppress minorities from voting. They'll be it would be their downfall. I mail my vote. I took a picture of absentee voting Bernie Sanders in the primary in New York. Since when is state government allowed to tell church and state ain't connected? Sander. Malou. Trump is the best president ever. Without him, you would all live in the Stone Age without money or work. Okay, Malou Sander, listen. I want to explain something to you. You could come on my show and you can support Donald Trump all you want. But you have to do it without telling a lie. So what you just did was you supported Donald Trump and you lied. Now, I don't give a fuck if you're talking about dinosaurs or fucking life on other planets or a hollow earth or trees, dogs, people. If you lie about it, you're going to get blocked on my show. You can't come in here and lie to me about anything. It's not fucking funny. So understand this, Malou. I want you to understand this. Malou Sander. When you say Trump is the best president ever, I will give you that as your opinion. You're entitled to that. Anybody can come in here and say that. I don't mind you saying that. That's your opinion. That's fine. Maybe for you, Trump is the best president ever. Maybe you were born 2 years ago, you know? But then when you say something so stupid, you say, without him, you would all live in the Stone Age without money or work. Well, come on, Malou. That's just a lie. And if you come on here and lie like that again, I'm going to block you from my live stream. I just want you to know that. Okay, I'm going to let it slip this time because you didn't know that I don't allow lying. That's just preposterous, and don't fucking lie to me, okay? All right, we got to start somewhere, and that's where we're going to start without lying to each other. No government should be allowed to tell the church what to do. Separation of church and state. Nay, says Mr. Johnson. Christopher, good morning. Nay, Trendies, Kepper, you're in religion, I'm a state business. Ha, I agree, Kevin. Trump violated church state. I'm pretty sure separation of church is a real thing. Means brainwashing. If everyone stands from bridge with you, Einstein said over my expected result depends on the drugs. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Thank you, Nay. I shall rise above the bullshit too. Gonna make myself better throughout this crazy time. Brian Munoz, right on, buddy. May your father rest in peace, son. Daniel, hey, Carrie, elbow cough, Kepper, Jose. It was his dad's show. Respect. We still talking about that because Judy won't be able to express minority voting if it's male. They will allow it would be on their downfall. Thunderfoot, Jose. Have you ever? Thunderfoot's got 2 zeros, Karsten. Have you ever heard of Q? And just do you think he speaks the truth, or is it all theories? Sounds like some fucking idiot. Yeah, Q from QAnon. Yeah, it's all bullshit, Patrick. Come on, buddy. Come on, Patrick. Don't be one of those QAnon fools. Right on, Carrie. See my friend. Right on, Brian. Thank you for this. Valentine. Billy. I always call. Yeah, I called Trump an ass clown before. I was making sure that was cool with us. Carson, Patrick, you could talk to me about that, but not here on the show. Cheers. Trump needs to resign. Tanner, all the amenities. What? Shut up. Carrie Elmo, I give him the boot. Cheers. Randy Church. Cheers, James Simon. You're right. That's why peyote And other drugs can be used for religious reasons. Feds can't. That's why we have cannabisism. James Simon. That's why we have the religion cannabisism. Carson, cheers, Patrick. Bob Cantwell. Hey, it's 4:20 in Newfoundland. I'm just trying to keep up with the chat here. Facebook and stuff. Cheers, Cheeto, man, Carrie, Patricia. I love that. Blah blah. Ha ha. Hope Trump comes out in a tinfoil hat. I'm all caught up. Oh, let's celebrate with a bong rip. All right. No law regarding cannabis. No law regarding cannabis. No law regarding cannabis. No law regarding cannabis. All right, cheers, everybody. 4:20 in Newfoundland. 2 minutes late. Cheers. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Thank you, Billy. I feel better. Right on, Detroit. No, David C. Baker, don't look him up. No, you know what? Fuck this shit. Patrick, you see this now? I hate this shit. Are you kidding me, David C. Baker Jr.? Did you hear what I just fucking said? All right. Fuck you all. All right? With your Q bullshit. All right? Fuck you all. Your little bullshit. Karsten, Patrick, and fucking David C. Baker Jr., you guys are, all three of you are treading on very fucking thin ice. Karsten, really? Really, Karsten? Off my show, you're gonna go have your little fucking, you're gonna talk about your little conspiracy bullshit theories with your little fucking friends, start your little conspiracy group? Really? Really? You believe that bullshit? Q? You guys are talking about QAnon, right? Hey, Karsten, what do I always tell you? What always gets you in trouble on here? What are my words? Keep your fat mouth shut. You never want to adhere to that, do you? I swear to fuck. You, and look at David C. Baker Jr. is going to, oh, thank you. I'm going to go look it up. Are you even fucking listening to what I'm saying, David C. Baker Jr.? Are you listening to me? Do you hear? Do you have your volume on your computer? You're going to go running off and go look him up and thank him? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go look him up. Really, David C. Baker Jr.? Really? Billy, he seems to know a little bit more about this than I do. Look, when I see something fucking stupid like that, I run the fuck away. I don't want to know anything about it. You know why? Because I don't want to waste my fucking time. I'm getting old. And I don't have time for bullshit. Okay, so when I see bullshit, I fucking tune it the fuck out. Don't bring it onto my fucking live stream. Thanks, Alan Moda. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. James Simon's like, I don't even know what the fuck just happened. I don't even know. Just I'm sitting here. All of a sudden, Nay is fucking screaming. And Susan and David C. Baker Jr. is like, oh, thank you. Like, listen to me, David C. Baker Jr. Listen to me. Okay? Q is an organization of people that, the QAnon is an organization of people that follow this guy. He's a fucking troll on the internet. He claims that he used to work for the fucking CIA, or he's got some kind of fucking connection or whatever to intel. And he spews his fucking intel on 4chan and 8chan and wherever the fuck all the fucking troll bitches are. And they all swarm around and they spread like a fucking virus. They're missing dis and bullshit information. Like vermin spreading herpes everywhere. And it seeps in, now it's seeping into my fucking live stream? Oh, well, I'm telling you, fucking David. I'm telling you right now. You listen to me, motherfucker. This QAnon, it's bullshit. And all of those motherfuckers that go run into that, they're all flat earther motherfuckers. They're all conspiracy fucking idiots. You know, they don't like Joe Rogan anymore because Joe Rogan now finally fucking believes that we really did land on the fucking moon. These people are idiots. You're welcome, David. Hey, I'm here to help you. Okay? I'm here to show you the light. I really am. And that QAnon shit, like I said, I don't know the fuck anything about it because, it's like a stinking pile of dog shit. Hey, man, when you see a stinking pile of dog shit, are you going to go run over to it and put your nose on it and go look at it and investigate it? There you go. Thank you, Billy. A bunch of cosplay kids. Is it really? Look, all I know is when they seep into Trump rallies, right? And they get their faces on TV, the QAnon people. Thank you, Karsten. Thank you, buddy. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Trendies. And if you and David C. Baker Jr. and who was it who started it? And where are you? Where is he? God, he hadn't said anything in a while. Who was it? Patrick Hinton. And Patrick. You guys want to get together and you off of my show and you want to have a fucking conversation about this with as many other people as you want, have at it. Just remember how the fuck I feel about it. And don't fucking bring it on my goddamn live stream. Now you know what it's about. Okay? It's some flat earth bullshit. It's one guy who doesn't want anybody to know who he is, so he uses the name Q. My name is Q, just like James Bond. Man, how stupid Billy, am I right? How fucking stupid do people have to be to not get that whole Q reference and realize that they are being punked like little bitches, being punked by a master troll? And it wouldn't surprise me at all if this guy really did have ties to whatever he says he does. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But I guarantee you this, he's just fucking with people. He's just trolling them. And he and a very small group of his friends, they are laughing it up somewhere, man. Let me tell you something. Boy, oh boy. They are fucking laughing it up. They got a whole... And you know, if this guy ever outed himself, he'd be like a goddamn cult leader, man. He'd have people would fucking send him money. Fuck. all over a fucking prank, a joke. The deep state. It's the deep state. We're uncovering the deep state with Q anonymously. Mira. Oh, that's a pretty name. Mira Angela, is it? That's a pretty name, Mira. I love that name. It was short in the line. I've got a friend, her name is Myra. I don't know if it's spelled like that. Myra. She drives trucks. I'm just gonna say this. She's fine. She's a friend though. We're back. The first was made by a group called Trendies, a group of troll clowns. Erica. That's right, like that. What time's the auction today? Daniel, I know that because I was there, but I get it just my claim at the end of the day. But hey, at least I know. You were there? That doesn't surprise me at all, Billy. I have an NDA with NASA, a non-disclosure agreement with NASA, and there's a bunch I can't say. Oh, Lynn, just say it. Come on. Lynn, give us something. Throw us a bone, Lynn. Certainly, Lynn, there is something that you can tell us that we would love. Give us something, something small. Let's start with something small, Come on, Lynn. Come on, Lynn. Everybody ask Lynn. Come on, Lynn. What do you got? Throw us a bone, Lynn. Was a goof. Oh. She's throwing us bones. Throw us a bone. Tell me about the cat that's on the moon. There's a cat on the moon. Oh, it's top of the hour. Why am I not smoking? I missed an opportunity here. I missed an opportunity to smoke some cannabis. Never too late to catch up. Bob says, is Trump's toilet seat made out of gold? No, I don't think so. Why did we ever go back to the moon? Why didn't we ever go back to the moon? I think, didn't India just land on the moon? You guys, didn't India just put somebody on the moon? Let me know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did something, didn't they? I'll give you one. Metallurgical in its entirety. I'll have to be vague. Okay, be vague, Lynn. Give us something. I'm excited. I don't want you to, don't have to violate your non-disclosure. If you worked for NASA or you worked with NASA, I'm thinking as a subcontractor or something, but whatever. Or maybe you worked for them. You were an actual direct employee. You gotta have something, right? Project Blue Book. God, I get so confused with all these names. Okay, Google. Project Blue Book. Cheers.
Project Blue Book is an American drama series that first aired in 2019 and stars Michael Malarkey, Aidan Gillen, and Laura Mennel.
Oh, Lynn, I'm so sad. I'm so sad and disappointed. I'm so sad and disappointed. Next thing you know, you're going to be telling us about a anti-gravity motor. April Fools, right? It's 420 all month. Oh God, Lynn. Lynn, I'm so sad. I was hoping you were going to be one of my cool new. I was hoping you were going to be one of my cool new viewers, but you just turned out to be a fucking straight up liar. I told you, didn't you hear me? I told the Trump supporter before. I was like, you can come in here, you can give me your opinion and whatever, but you can't lie to me. And I don't care what you lie to me about. If you lie to me, you're gonna get blocked. Come on, look, listen. Todd, if we all stay inside, everybody. So everybody just get everybody to watch my show. Everybody stay inside. This virus will be gone in 15 days. Nobody leave your home for 15 days. Do it. Okay. And go. It's the only way we're going to do it. You guys got to stop fucking vermining around. Fucking rats. You know? I mean, I'm not blaming my audience, but I'm sure some of you guys are getting out. You guys need to stop that shit. Because that's the problem. I don't know. The problem is my crowd. We're gonna have maybe 500, 600 people, whatever, that totally see this video all over the internet, and that's it. People don't get the message, and they're just gonna be doing shit. And this is my biggest fear. Is that we knock this thing down and it is fucking gone, and then boom, it reemerges because we didn't completely get rid of it. And it just slowly starts coming back again. Becomes like a seasonal thing. Like the seasonal flu, it becomes like the seasonal, oh man. That becomes our new flu. Could you imagine? To get that every year? Oh, it's okay. We're just going to lose 1 million people every year or whatever. Doesn't that piss you off right there? Look what I did to myself. What'd you scar your arm? Unreal, pal. Nobody does that anymore. Unreal, pal. Not on my worst day. Not on my worst day, pal. You don't want none of this. The flu virus mutates every year and will never go away. I mean, who's to say that this thing never goes away? You know, I mean, we might figure out how to control it, but what if we don't come up with a goddamn vaccine for it? And if it mutates every year, you were just, you know, just like the goddamn flu. We're just shooting fucking blanks. And then you've got the whole, you know, not only the anti-vaxxers, they're bad enough, but just the people who do have reactions to these vaccines that get sick. You know, that shit can make you sick. It'll give you a goddamn flu symptoms. You know, just getting the goddamn flu shot. For some people, it sucks. You know, they're like, yeah, this might hurt when we blah, blah. You're like, why? What the fuck did you put in it? You know, acid? Look, imagine we can never end the Wuhan coronavirus because the anti-vax movement has gotten so big that there's too many people that won't get the goddamn vaccine. And does that mean, guys, if you're anti-vaxxer, does that mean you're not going to take the Wuhan virus? You've never had a flu shot, Chris? I've had several. I haven't recently, though. I haven't recently had a flu shot. I don't remember if my doctor kind of sneaks shots in sometimes when I'm there. He's like, yeah, we're going to give you this and that and the other. I'm like, yeah, whatever. He may have done a flu shot at one point. I didn't even know. I don't feel the needles going into my skin. Because I'm a fucking superhero. Don't fuck with me. Is there a date when this is going to be over? Yeah, Easter. Kappa, I like Easter. I think Easter's a great day. Easter Sunday. And I think the pews will be filled with people. I think Easter's good. I think it's a beautiful day. The Lord's Day. If Bill Gates' name is on it, why? You use his operating system, you fucking hypocrite. Easter weekend, woo. Easter 2020 either. Easter is a great day. Easter. Thank you for the laughs. Yes! I like to see the laughs. I like the laughs and I like to see the laughter. I like the laughs. Let the laughter flow today. My dog is staring at me like I'm some sort of crazy person. He's looking at me saying, I'm going to bite your throat in your sleep. I'm going to bite your throat in your sleep. You will be sleeping and I will bite your throat, sir. I got my hand bit and he has crushed my hand. It's still sore where he bit me yesterday. It's still sore where he bit me. And it was just it wasn't even a full on. God damn. And then there's this. I don't even want to fucking talk about that. I don't want to fucking talk about that. Fuck. I can't even have, this is why I can't have nice things, like nice forearms. Fuck. Look at what his vaccines did to the kids in India, Bill Gates. Hey, Nay, over here. We should play a game.
Let's play a game. All of your smart devices are rigged to explode if you don't answer my question. Let's go. How did I receive this injury on my forearm? All answers are acceptable. And the winning answer, your cell phone or smart device or computer will not explode. Go.
How did I get this? No. I want you to start guessing. Kepper says nail burn. Nope. Not a nail burn. Not a nail burn. Here, I'll let you see the injury up close. Dog. No. Rogan. No. Marianne. Brian. Great guesses. No.
Your phones will not explode. Congratulations, Kepper. Your phone will not explode. Congratulations, Marianne. Your phone will not explode.
You have 30 seconds to explain your... Lock button gets pressing and begin. Scratch from Rogan. No. Cat. No. Knife fight with a little person. Belay? Who? Good answer. No.
Your phone will not explode.
Chris Anderson. Door frame. Holy shit! Chris Anderson fucking gets it. Dude, Chris Anderson gets it. No, it's Chris Anderson gets it. Door frame, close enough. You guys, the game is over. All of your phones have now been, and smart devices have been diffused.
Congratulations. Your phones have now been diffused.
Dude, it was the handle on the fucking door on my goddamn bathroom. And what happened was, you know, the Norelco razor with the 3 blades inside, and you take it apart and the 3 blades pop out. Man, mine's always popping open, and the 3 blades and the little blade holders and the little frame that holds them all in pops out and goes on the floor. I've had that thing for years, and I didn't know there's a little thing that locks it down. I just learned that today. But before I learned that, hey, you learn something new every day. It'll never happen to me again. I'm so excited. I had my razor, whatever, and bumped it, and the razor started falling, and I tried to catch it, and I put my arm down really fast to catch it, and I missed it, and it hit my hand, and then it opened up, and then the blades went everywhere, of course, and just nicked the edge of the door frame, the fucking handle on the door. And I looked at the door handle, and I said, why the fuck did someone put that sharp edge on that motherfucker like that? What a stupid design. I mean, that is exactly why I was like, this is why you don't design a door handle like that. If I want to go back there and take a picture of it and show it to you. Here, you guys keep an eye on my doggy. I'll be right back. If you are going to design a weapon to maim somebody and hurt them, I don't think you could come up with a better design than that. Look at that fucker. I mean, it's like it's designed to fucking hurt you. That point is like on there to fucking hurt you. Who would put that on there? Oops. Took a picture of that too. Who does that shit? Now, are you ready for this? It did not bleed at all. I was like, did that just happen? Because I was like, there's no blood. That is really weird. I couldn't believe no blood. Zero blood. Because like I told you, I'm a fucking superhero. I don't bleed. I succeed. No, I don't know about the thickness of my blood. I think it's pretty normal. I think it's a pretty goddamn normal thickness. I got that beard balm in there. Look at that. That is a nice beard. So, I wonder if I'm gonna do this fucking extra battery. I guess I should talk to my neighbors about it, you know? Maybe I'll call my neighbors and ask them. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll see if I can message my neighbor. Okay, I sent my neighbor a proposal. How would you feel about me supplying you with power one day? So, you know, we'll see what he says about it, because I've got several neighbors that I could talk to about this. They're all in a very close proximity. And I could supply power to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 homes. Literally. There's 6 homes right in my general vicinity that's all wired into my power. We're all in the same power grid. And I would be able to supply all of them with fucking power. Because none of them are using a lot of power at all. Are you sure I can't see it good? I'm a fucker, he's a fucker, she's a fucker, we's a fucker. Wouldn't you like to be a fucker too? Go to fucker.info. Go to fucker.info with a C. Go to fucker.info. You get some stuff. Go to fucker.info. Go to fucker.info. I'll bleed my own blood. Kentucky has been on lockdown for a while now. I wonder if my solar guy ever got back with me about I wanted to ask him about the possibility of the possibilities of what we're doing here with the inverters and the battery, and increasing it. Thank you, Karsten. Thank you. Look, I'm anonymous. I am anonymous. You do not know who I am because you cannot see my eyes. So don't worry about knowing who I am because you'll never figure it out. I am completely anonymous. Okay, make sure to edit that other part out. Come on, come on. They didn't respond to my email. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. So I'm waiting on some cameras. I'm waiting on some cameras to show up. I'll probably be getting them tomorrow or something. Some new security cameras that are like higher quality. And I'm gonna install those things. That's gonna be fun. That'll give me a little project to do. Got all kinds of fun stuff going on around here. It's warm enough. I think I can start feeding the fish. Sun's out. I wouldn't be surprised if they're active. Let me see if I see them swimming around. It is 48-ish, 49 degrees outside. Yeah, it's sunny. So, I mean, that's in the shade. I know it's warmer out there. I don't know. Maybe they're not ready to eat just yet. I got a splinter. I think I got a splinter in my, oh, yeah, maybe right there where it's red. Oh, yeah. Where's my glasses? I need some glasses. Where's my glasses at? I have to look at this. I think I got a freaking splinter in my hand. I've been feeling it here. Yeah, I got some tweezers. I got my glasses. Let me see what I can do here. Ooh, let's see here. I've been summoned here to help the team, so to speak. Ha. Let us see if I can grab the splinter out of this hand. don't see the splinter anymore. Oh, I don't feel the splinter anymore either. I must have been successful in my extractions. It must have been a white splinter. My neighbor's like, I'd like to talk to you about this. It brings up a lot of questions. Would like to talk face to face if you're okay with that. Mine eating my pond. We're good. Okay. Yeah, it's when it's Carson, it gets so cold out here at night, they hibernate. It gets freezing at night here. Every night, man. It's like 29 degrees. So, they go into hibernation, and then the rest of the day, they don't even swim around, man. They just sit in one spot for the most part. I mean, they do swim around a little bit, but for all day, they're just sitting there, you know. I was thinking about changing the filter out, too. The waterfall's running so good, but the water's really dirty for some reason. It's like my filter stopped working. It got really clogged or something. I don't know. Just thinking about redoing it. You know, putting in a nice clean filter. But there's so much algae in that water, it would just clog it up probably instantly. Yeah, I didn't think about that, did I? My little doggy. He is so cute. So cute. Oof, Lord. Problem is, I went outside. I had to do some work in the yard. Clearing. Yeah, that's how I got the splinter in my hand. And, God, I remember when I got it, too. That's funny. I grabbed this log and tried to move it, and it didn't move, but my hand slipped. Oh. And, well, I cleaned this area. I cleared this area. There was this giant pine tree. It's, you know, it's 100 foot tall. It's a giant. It's got to be 4 foot. And I'm telling you, for a pine tree, a ponderosa pine, 4 feet is huge. And this thing is fucking 4 feet at the fucking base, man. It is a huge tree. And you couldn't see it because there was all this scrub tree in front of it and shit. Branches coming off of other trees. There was a little tree next to it that was just there. I cut it down, took all these branches out of the way, cleared the area, but I still left the branches there on the ground. I got to move those. I'll probably put some gloves on and do that next. I had him tied up because he runs away. It's crazy. I want him to go find other people because that's the first thing he does. If he hears people, he wants to go meet people. People. Look, he hears me talking about people. He wants to go see people. People. Hey, you. So, I tied him up, took his leash, and I tied it around a tree, so he had a 15-foot run. And he gets tied around other trees and whatever, and, you know, I try to get him untied. I try to get him untied, you know, and, my little boy. You know, take a stick. You know, this is how I got bit. Take a stick and be like, get the stick, you know, and I'll go walking around with it. Man, I looked away for a second. He went and grabbed it and got my hand, crushed part of my hand yesterday. And Yeah, some of the trees on my property are 150 years old. Absolutely. And, you know, I don't know how old some of the manzanitas were, but the guy that lived here before me, he cut them all down. It's really sad, man. You know, when see, there were some giant trees on this property. I can see the stump to one of them right here, and they were cut down too, man. There were some. There was a big cedar, big Douglas fir. They were cut down, man. But the the good news is there's two other Douglas fir trees on my property that are bigger than those that were cut down. These are still there, and they're huge, and you got the top and everything. There's one that's even bigger down the street that they cut the fucking top of. They went like 70 feet up and they cut the fucking top off the tree. It's like 130 foot tall tree. It's giant. And I don't know why they're fucking idiots. This beautiful tree, man. Anyway, I don't like talking about that tree. I want to go outside and play. Put some gloves on. I'm going to take the dog out there. Get him also a bunch of exercise. And just clean up more areas out there. I got a rake out there. I can start raking. I'm thinking about a fire-safe driveway, basically a road to go all the way around the property, where fire won't burn on the ground, you know, because it's all cleared. It's just dirt. Take us with you? They grew like even fire survived. I would have to switch over to Facebook, and you would have to be on the right channel. I have 6 channels on Facebook. Make sure you're on the one where I'm doing the dab like this. I look like that, and I'm wearing a black thing on my head, and I'm wearing all black. Make sure you're on the Dab Rig channel, because that's the one I would broadcast from if I did it. Yeah, I don't think I get good reception out there with the cell phone where I'm working. A really good spot. And my freaking repeater's not working. Oh, Ron Placone is live? I'm getting fucking notifications from YouTube now. I'm loving it. We went live 40 minutes ago. Okay, I didn't get... Maybe my
I would attest to that, but I mean they're far closer, and I think if like we both said, if Adam Smith saw what we have now, he'd be like, yeah, no, this is not that you guys are.
He's still not wearing my fucking shirt. Oh, that's right. He can't wear my shirt. He doesn't have it. Hey, he won't wear the large. Well, I sent him a large, I think, and I guess he won't wear the large because he's a small. He'll probably hang off of him. Hey, Christy. Beasley. I call him Beazle. Basically, your middle name without the Y. He's my little Beazle.
What's that, Beazle?
Beazle Bop. My little Beazle Bop.
Who's my little Beazle Bop?
Trying to rip the stuffing out of his little rabbit, squirrel, whatever the fuck that thing is. He likes ripping shit apart. He loves tearing things apart. Doesn't matter what. I guess all puppies do that. Love tearing shit apart. I found this peppermint spray seems to work really good. I should spray it on my shoes too. You know? Walk around smelling like peppermint. My Beazle. My Beazle. So I've got these beautiful manzanita trees on my property. There are a few of them. And I want to highlight them, clear the area around them, rake the areas underneath them, make them accessible, get all the pine needles off of them. There's pine needles hanging all over them. And you can shake the branches and the fucking pine needles come off. I've cut all the dead wood off of a lot of them. It's starting to look really pretty. So I think I'm going to go out there and I'm going to keep working. I'm going to go put on some fucking... I might bring y'all with me. Who knows? All right, y'all. The thing is, my phone's not charged. That's the thing. And the phone's got to be charged fully before I do a broadcast. So maybe later I'll bring y'all out there. No law regarding cannabis. You guys know how to find me. It's on Twitter. Trendy As Dabbers at Twitter. And you can support financially by going to patreon.com/Trendy As Dabbers. And if you're looking for pain oil information, my pain oil is the best pain oil on the market. No one's is as good as mine. Guaranteed. Check it out. Learn how to make your own at trendyasdabbers.com. I'll say that again. For free, you can learn how to make your own trendy pain oil, the best pain oil on the market. trendyasdabbers.com. Go there after this show. Go educate yourselves. And click on the link at the top of the page that says grow 4 pounds and learn my composting techniques and learn my compost tea techniques. My compost tea this morning was insane. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Play video. Hey, you guys. I just wanted you to see how active my compost was this morning. Look at all these bubbles in here. So this is mycorrhizal activity happening. And when your compost is made correctly, you will see bubbles like this on top of it. And that is a great sign. Your plants will love you. So bubbles. Bubbles. Activity. That's what that means. Mycorrhizal activity. Really nice. In fact, here, get you a look of some of my neighbors text me back. Brewing in there. Look at that. My neighbor's like, come on up and talk to me. And I'm like, I don't know all the details yet. I don't want to fucking talk to him. I don't want to see anybody face to face. Social distancing. You know, he had a fucking party the other day. Oh, man. I haven't checked the numbers here, but I'm kind of curious. Make sure my county is still clear. Was it 850 something? 860? Can't remember. 905,000 total cases. 45,000 total deaths around the world. My county is still no reports. That's good. The surrounding areas do not seem to be getting any worse either. San Jose, 890 cases, 30 deaths. San Francisco, 434 cases, 7 deaths. All right. Can I explain the DEA change to approve research? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Vanderbilt says no cigarettes, no vapes, but all the cannabis you want. Right on, Christy. Is the only state that's not rapidly increasing. What the fuck, man? I feel like something hit me. San Francisco and Orlando, almost even. All right, you guys. Oh, they're almost even. All right, you guys, take care. Remember, Twitter. Trendy As Dabbers on Twitter with an S. Trendy As Dabbers. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.